southeastern coastline are bracing themselves for what could be the season's first large hurricane. The system, which is still just a tropical storm, is picking up speed and heading for the U.S. Experts fear this storm has a good chance of growing to an S3 status before making landfall. More worrisome, though, is the strong possibility that it could travel through what is known as Hurricane Alley into the Gulf of Mexico. The warm Gulf waters would cause the storm to intensify quickly. Evacuation plans are already in place in most coastal cities, and watches and warnings will be posted as the National Weather Center is able to better predict the storm's path.
Eli here.
What's going on over there?
We're busy.
Are we still on?
Yep. There's been a change. The flight's moved up. I don't think it's serious, not like
But you do need to check it out.
Okay, I'm on it. Plane's ready?
It will be by the time you get down there.
Okay, see you in a bit.
What's up? Yeah, no, I'm all set. If Gary's all bent out of shape, just tell him he'll have the layout after the flight, okay? Yep. Okay, I'll talk to you then. Bye-bye.
Yes?
Senator, this is Director James McAfee of the National Storm Center.
I've just ordered an immediate and
Full-scale evacuation of Corpus Christi.
Can you limit the evacuation to low-lying homes along the coast, Director?
No, Senator. We're expecting a Category 5.
this is full scale. The Texas State Police and the Texas National Guard will be manning the ramps on the main route out of the city.
I suspect complete roof failure of several residences and industrial buildings.
As well as severe flooding in the coastal regions.
Really, we're hoping for the best, but expecting
The worst.
And when will Anchorage land?
3 p.m.
the Red Cross has been alerted, and FEMA has staff on the ground.
I'm also ordering lane reversals along Interstate 37 and 181. Bridges and tunnels will be closed the moment the evacuation is complete.
That's a relief. And please, keep me advised of any developments.
I will do, sir.
Mommy!
Showers are forecasted for the Jacksonville area as a disturbance.
Love you, Mom. Love you, Dad. Good morning.
There's nothing good about the morning before 10 o'clock.
You're the one who wanted to carpool.
No, you're the one that said the environment needs us to carpool. I just agreed.
All right, you're driving anyway. Here.
So, how was it?
How was what?
Your date with Todd Tuesday night? You didn't go, did you?
No.
Leah, didn't Dr. Johnson tell you to be more open, introduce new
I
people into your
stopped
life?
seeing the doctor.
Leah, I set you up with her to help you.
Thank you. I love you, and I don't need help. I need you to drive.
Hey, monkey. Hey.
It's so early.
Yeah. Sorry, honey, I gotta go to work. Listen, Paloma's in the living room. Your mom's number is on the fridge if you need it. Hey, what's up?
Mom's out of town.
Where'd she go?
To the Dominican.
With, what's his name, James? Sarah, I'm so sorry, you know, about Mom and me.
It's all right. Dad, really. You've explained it all to me. I understand.
And I am sorry that I have to go to work today.
I have friends, you know. It's not like you're abandoning me.
You do you? Hey, I love you, monkey.
Love you too, Dad.
Okay, what else? Her multivitamins are on the counter. Make sure that she has one. Oh, and don't let her watch TV all day. You know that I hate that, okay? Also, I know it doesn't look too sunny outside, but the UV index is supposed to be pretty high, so if she does go outside, make sure that she wears some sunscreen, okay? And, if it does get too cold, make sure that she...
Make sure she doesn't die. I know.
Yeah. Okay. Have fun.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Come in. What have you got, Eli?
An update on Josephine, sir. Wind speeds are still within low level 2 range. Her eye is relatively large. There's something in our forecast model that's just not...
Does this have anything to do with Hurricane Ike or Corpus Christi?
Well, no, sir.
Then don't worry about it.
Well, Ike's not the only hurricane we're tracking today.
It's the only one I care about.
Sir, we have a routine tracking flight headed out from Jacksonville this morning, and I'm expecting more conclusive data. I think we may be missing something.
Keep your eye on the prize, Eli. Corpus Christi is in the midst of a full-scale evacuation, with Hurricane Ike threatening to blow it to pieces. Josephine is small potatoes compared to Ike.
There's one more thing you need to know about the flight tracking Josephine.
You said the flight was routine.
Well, yes.
I do not have time for anything routine right now, and neither do you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to call the governor.
Where are you going, Dad?
I get to go flying, buddy. Up in a plane and into the clouds.
Where heaven is?
Yeah, buddy. Where heaven is. But I'm not going to heaven. I'm just going to work.
Is it scary?
Sometimes it is, yeah.
I'm not afraid. I'm brave.
I know you are, buddy. That's why if I ever get scared, I'm going to think about how brave you are. I'm going to try and be brave, too.
Is it dark there? 'Cause sometimes I get scared in the dark.
No, buddy. It's not dark. But listen, if you ever find yourself afraid of the dark, just remember, it's going to be light again before you know it, okay?
Okay.
Or you can get your mom to turn on the nightlight next to your bed.
I know.
All right, give me a hug. Oh. I had a good time this weekend, buddy.
Me too.
Parker.
Okay. You better go. Your mom doesn't like to wait. I love you, buddy.
Love you too, Dad.
All right, here we go.
You know, Leah, I know it's your job, but...
No, I love my job. It's what I do. It'll be fine.
Okay. When are you back?
I'll call you. Bye.
Bye. Love you.
Thanks for the ride.
I wish you didn't have to go today.
I know. This flight is a good opportunity to get my feet wet.
I couldn't bear the thought of losing you.
You're not gonna lose me.
You and me and the baby. You are...
And I'm not gonna do anything to jeopardize that, Jessica. And you're not allowed to come out until Daddy gets home. I love you.
I love you too. So be careful.
Miss Kaplan. Good to see you again.
You too, Cap.
Get the breakdown from the NSC?
NSC declared Hurricane Josephine only a 2, if that.
So we just got a routine flight, right? What's the focus?
Government mission with a good cause.
If one exists?
Yeah, in this case it does. Environmental Protection Agency is gathering data to confirm that global warming has an effect on the increasing intensity of tropical storms.
Isn't that obvious?
What do you think? Hey, Tommy. Nice to see you. Is it looking good?
Yeah, now that you're here. Our last meteorologist was a nightmare.
Ben Tillner, reporting for duty.
At ease, soldier.
I was in the Navy, sir, not the Army.
Look, just call me Tommy. This is Leah, our flight meteorologist. Leah, this is Ben, our new co-pilot for today. It's his first flight.
Well, best way to learn the ropes, Ben? Listen to Henry.
Roger. Glad to be aboard.
Welcome.
Okay, all the data collection hardware seems to be up and running. We have some problems with the lower fuselage radar, but I'm going to stay on board, take care of it. I'll give you an update before we take off.
Sounds good. I didn't know Steve was back.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Is he going to meetings or anything?
He won't go. I'd have more confidence in him if he did, though, like AA or something, but he just won't do it.
Steve, how are you?
Hey, good. Good, glad to be back.
Good to have you. You want me to put you back at the center with Eli for a while? Start you off slow?
Oh, no, I'd rather just hit the deck running if you don't mind. You don't forget her all in 6 months. You know, if you ever let me take you out, the world might get to see that smile of yours more often. Just think about it.
Leah! Someone out here to see you.
Can I help you?
Yeah, maybe. I'm a writer for the Times. I'm covering your flight today.
No, you're not. Not today. I have no information on that.
Well, I don't know what to tell you, but I got a clearance letter here somewhere.
Just wait. Henry! What's this all about?
He's a reporter. He's doing a story on hurricane hunters. It's no big deal. Give him some puff stuff. He's got clearance.
I don't do puff stuff.
Look, he's just a reporter.
But I have no information.
Excuse me. As I was saying, my name is Ryan Stewart, and I am indeed cleared to be on your flight today.
Listen, I'm not happy about this, but unfortunately, I guess you have the clearance, so I have a job to do. Stay out of my way. Circle up for mission briefing. Okay, this is Flight 263, NOAA 42, destined for Hurricane Josephine. Josephine has been declared a level 2 by the NSC. Not a big win. Will give us a chance to get in, gather data, slip out. My name, as most of you know, is Leah Kaplan. I'm acting meteorologist on board today. Your pilot, Henry, most of you know very well. And his partner in crime today is Ben Tillner.
Hang on to your shorts, pal.
Now, this is Ben's first flight, so let's make it a good one for him. We need to penetrate and get out before the storm shuts us down. Otherwise, this whole mission would be a waste of time and we all should have just slept in. Due to the storm's low-level ratings, we're going to be pushing the limits of hurricane flying today. We're going to enter the storm at 1,500 feet, where Josephine's winds and turbulence are going to be at their worst. That's going to let us collect all the pertinent data. Are there any questions? All right, let's roll.
Is everything a go?
Looking good, Eli.
Well, let's try and make this a smooth flight without incident, Kaplan. McAfee's already got a lot on his plate today.
I can see that. Ike is tight. Any data on that eye?
Huge. We ordered the evacuation early enough so everyone can get out safely, but it's a damn mess right now.
Well, at least Josephine seems tame. McAfee will have it easy from us.
You'll be happy to hear it, Kaplan. Be safe.
Thanks. Tommy, check this out. God, we're not flying into that one, huh?
263, you're cleared for takeoff.
Okay, ready?
Roger.
Start her up.
Josephine, you gonna behave?
Prepare for takeoff.
Nervous?
Oh. You?
Why do you risk your life chasing hurricanes, Leah?
Can't we just talk about something else, Doctor?
Hey, Leah, how many is that so far?
Give me a break. It's only my second. Sometimes it's a cappuccino, sometimes it's a latte. Otherwise, it's always the same. It's a storm, it's downtown.
Yes? Something else?
Flower.
What kind of a flower?
It's just a lily.
A lily? A calla lily?
Yeah.
And are you drawn to that lily? Do you want to pick it up?
I don't feel anything. I don't know.
Dig deep.
It's just a flower.
We've got to find her! Mommy, Daddy, catch me if you can!
White flower. It's growing. The outer rain bands are already expanding.
Yeah, it looks pretty large for level 2.
Yeah, how do you want to track it?
Let's track it with an 060 until we get to the outer spiral band.
Roger. Turning 060.
So, Leah, you're obviously on the Al Gore train bound for global Warmville.
I'm not on any train, Mr. Stewart. And I don't follow, I lead once I have the information.
Hey, believe me, I follow the facts once I know them, but I'm also a reporter. I don't like to approach anything with a closed mind. I'm sure you're the same way. Listen, is this a good time to start asking some questions?
No, it's not.
Are you blowing me off?
Pardon me, Mr. Stewart?
No, you can call me Ryan.
I'd like to keep this professional.
All right, Ms. Kaplan. Why don't you tell me how you got into chasing hurricanes in the first place?
Listen, I'd be happy to answer your questions at an appropriate time, but this is... My screens just went blank. Get back to your seat.
So do mine.
You okay?
I pulled the circuit boards. I'm checking it out.
What's going on?
What do you think, Tommy? Should we enter a holding pattern until the radar's back up?
No, let's maintain our course. Give it about 10 minutes.
Buckle up.
Tell me twice?
Gonna be just fine, Mr. Stewart.
Really?
We've hit an air pocket. We're trying to bring it back up.
Why are we hitting air pockets? We haven't even hit the outer spiral band yet.
Captain, we need to get out of there air pocket now.
I copy that. Give us some throttle.
Leah, you all right? Steve, is this Josephine?
No, we shouldn't be hitting her for another 5 minutes.
Well, it could be an abnormality in the outside wind patterns. I'm gonna put a drop sound out there just to make sure. We can't be flying into this thing blindly without knowing exactly what's going on. It's gonna be fine, Mr. Stewart, just relax.
Yeah, right. Great.
Director McAfee? Sorry to trouble you, sir, but I need a moment.
Oh, would you mind holding? Thanks. Yes, Eli, what is it?
I just put the Secretary of State on hold.
I need you to come down and take a look at something, sir. It's important.
It better be. Sir, yes. You have 5 minutes.
Sir, look at this. This is Hurricane Ike. Look at the wind pattern.
You called me down for this.
Long and powerful gusts of wind.
Yes, which is why we're evacuating.
But, sir, look at the winds in Josephine. These are what Professor Theodore Fujita discovered in '93. They're swirling eddies, spawned out of the eye wall. They spin like a buzzsaw, but they're only 500 feet wide.
Why are we talking about this?
Because if they pass under the clouds outside the eye, the cloud convection will pull air upward, stretching the vortex skyward, causing it to tighten. Do you watch the Olympics, sir?
Yes, why?
It's like figure skaters. To spin their fastest, they pull their arms inward. Same with hurricanes. When it tightens, the vortex swirls faster. And because these eddies are carried along by air currents, they produce winds of 200 miles per hour.
Well, that would make it a level 5. There's no way Josephine's a level 5. Look at it.
You're right, sir. It's not. Yet. If those swirling eddies pass under those clouds...
Then call me. I have a national emergency to deal with. I'm in the middle of evacuating Corpus Christi. Or have you forgotten?
You know, look, we don't have to jump into this. Yeah, I feel like we kind of got off on the wrong foot this morning.
Listen, you've got 10 minutes. I wouldn't waste it.
Alrighty then. So, why did you start studying hurricanes?
I suppose I want to make a difference.
You're not afraid? You know, challenging nature like you do?
No, I just feel alone.
And when you wake up?
I don't know. No, when I wake up, I don't feel so much alone as angry.
Why do you think you feel one thing during the dream and then another during your waking life?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
You don't recognize when you feel anger? If I were to hazard a guess, Leah, I'd say you feel angry a lot. Do you want to leave, Leah? You can if you want. Or you can sit back down. And we can work through this.
Okay. All right, here I am. What do you want?
You're not afraid?
That's not what I said or what I meant. I'm talking about gathering data, gathering information. Listen, in 1970, 20% of hurricanes reached a 4 or 5 range, okay? In 1990, 35% of hurricanes reached that same range. Now, something is making them increase it. Let me show you something. This is Hurricane Josephine. You see, small storms gather over the ocean to create low-pressure areas. Now, these low-pressure areas draw in air. Ocean water, heated by the sun, will mix with winds blowing in every direction, and it will force that humid air upwards.
And that's how we get a hurricane.
Once wind speeds from all that energy reach 74 miles per hour, then the storm can be labeled a hurricane.
Okay, so you are of the school that suggests global warming plays its part by raising the Earth's temperature, which gives us more humid air, which intensifies hurricanes, right?
What's your point?
Well, my point is that you can't automatically dismiss these other possibilities for why the temperature of the Earth is rising.
Such as?
Well, there are theories, you know, that the Earth is warming itself from its core. How about the last ice age? Didn't thaw because of us humans now, did it?
Radar's back up.
Good job, Tommy. We're gonna have to cut this short. Get back to your seat.
Yes, ma'am.
Jessica, you're still working? When are you due?
Another month.
How's Ben holding up?
Oh, he's a nervous wreck. Plus, he started a new job today, so you could say he's feeling some pressure.
Okay, Mr. Stewart, this is what you paid for.
Why? What's going on?
Buckle up. Steve, how's 1,500 feet sound to you?
Be happy with 5,000 myself.
Henry, let's take it down to 1,500.
Roger, 1500.
Right.
That's only a 2? What they say.
What is it about chasing these hurricanes that gives you such a sense of satisfaction?
It's the brief sensation of weightlessness I feel. Knowing that soon I'll get to meet the eye of the hurricane face to face.
1,500 feet.
It's that exhilaration I get as I watch the ocean grow closer. Wind bursts of over 40 to 50 miles per hour, flipping the water over and over on top of itself. It's the thrill I get when the winds jump to 85 miles per hour, turbulence tossing the aircraft. And the rain, like bullets against a steel wall. It's indescribable.
I think you did a pretty good job. Very vivid. It's almost like you're still present in the storm right now.
Present in the storm.
Trapped in the storm. Trapped by the past. You can't escape.
Let's give a big round of applause to Mr. Stewart, who made it through without wetting his pants or throwing up.
Thank you, thank you. So, Leah, what now?
Here, let me show you. So to get through the hurricane, we need to take what's called a Figure 4 flight path. It allows us to observe all 4 quadrants of the hurricane.
Well, what was that we just went through?
Which is the first stage, the outer spiral band. See the edge of Josephine. This plane is equipped with radar on the nose and on the belly, which reads the turbulence.
What about the wind?
There's a Doppler radar on the tail.
What's that there?
That is the eye wall. Ultimately, what we need to get through to get to the center.
Great. When does that happen?
After we do this, come with me.
What the hell is that?
Drop sound, one of the best tools we have for telling air conditions. It's about air pressure, humidity, wind speeds, whatever you want. Want to try it?
Yeah, sure. What do I have to do?
Pull this tab, put it in light first.
Just like that? Oh, that was so not funny.
I thought it was.
We're about to get up close and personal with Josephine. What plane, guys?
Secure it?
Sure.
Pressure on this, please?
Okay, don't move. Don't move.
Jess, he can't breathe. He needs oxygen. Just relax
Oxygen.
and breathe. Thank you. Can you put some pressure on that? Okay, Steve, let's breathe. Ready? Okay, and... Just relax. That's it. Okay. That's it. Come on. Keep breathing. Come on, Steve. You can breathe it. Come on.
Leah, let me see a smile.
Okay, come on. If you breathe with me, I'll smile, okay? Okay, Steve, just breathe with me, okay? That's it. Keep breathing.
It's not working.
Come on. Let's breathe. Breathe with me, Steve. Steve, breathe.
Chest compressions, Leah.
Oh,
Chest
God. And breathe. Okay?
I'm not getting a pulse, Leah.
Come on, Steve. Come on. Come on. Come on, Steve.
Nothing.
Oh, come on, Steve. Come on.
Leah.
It's over.
It's just the start.
There's nothing more you could have done.
He'd help everybody, but he wouldn't help himself.
You gave him a shot, Leah, a shot he deserved.
I should have left him back at the center with Eli.
So, what now?
I'm gonna take him back to the cargo hold area.
I'll notify Henry and call a base.
All right, I'll help you.
Data collected from the drop sound. Something doesn't seem right.
Why? What do you mean?
It's big.
Big? I thought you said this was half the size of Ike.
I don't mean the size.
What then?
I read you, Flight 263.
Director, I have Leah Kaplan on line 4.
What's going on up there, Kaplan?
Have you guys seen this eye wall? It's tight.
I agree.
And it's littered with eddies.
Spit it out, Kaplan. I can't read your mind.
We might need to put the area around Jacksonville on evacuation notice. If these eddies do what I think they're gonna do and move onto the clouds, it's not Corpus Christi we need to worry about. I'm afraid it's Jacksonville.
What if they don't?
Well, they could go into the eye and then they'd be harmless, but...
Wait.
Director, the strength of our last encounter with the bands is a very good indication that these eddies are gonna move. Now, we had
to bring our plane up to 5,000 feet because of it.
You know, the wind blows.
And everybody shouts, run for the hills. I'm not evacuating 2 cities in one day based on conjecture.
It's not conjecture, Director. I am looking at data.
You've got nothing.
Weather is unpredictable. This thing could run itself out over the ocean. Even with all the data in the world, nobody knows what the wind is going to do.
Yes, sir, but we shouldn't ignore the data.
Eli, that's enough.
We're also in a period of high tide. That
accentuates the amount of water that the hurricane is absorbing. This magnifies the force of the hurricane.
So now we're talking about high tide?
What's next, a full moon?
In what sign, Leah?
There's no need for sarcasm, Director. We have already lost
one member of our crew to this storm, okay? What we're talking about is a potential national disaster. People's lives could be at stake.
Yes, they are in Corpus Christi. And while I'm wasting time talking with
you, their lives are in jeopardy.
Director, I'm telling you, this threat is very real, and it's your responsibility.
Who teach you to tell me my responsibility?
I don't tell you how to do your job. Don't
tell me how to do mine.
I'll talk to him, Leah.
Are you telling me this thing could hit Jack's Beach?
Maybe.
But it's small, right?
If these eddies do what I think they're gonna do, the winds could reach up to 200 miles per hour. That's a level 5. Doesn't get bigger than a level 5.
What is your emergency?
I just turned my back for 1 second and she was gone.
Calm down, ma'am. Are you missing your daughter?
No, not my daughter, Mr. Ryan's.
Do you have a description, ma'am?
Yes, she's 13 years old and she's blonde and about 4'9". We've got to find her because if something happens to her, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Mr. Stewart, you're gonna...
Leah, we got turbulence up ahead. We gotta drop down to 2,500 feet.
2,500 is gonna be a rough ride, Henry, but it's your call.
I copy that. Give us some throttle.
You know, when I first saw you in class, I thought you were so cool.
Me cool?
Way cool.
I was afraid you wouldn't want to talk to me.
Why?
I thought you'd think I was a dork.
Well, I don't.
Hey, excuse me, look, this thing is that dangerous. We have to turn back now.
If we could turn this plane around, we would, Mr. Stewart, but I'm afraid we can't.
No,
We're doing everything in our power just to make sure that we get back
No,
alive.
listen, good enough, Captain. Okay, listen to me. This thing is gonna hit land. Okay, I don't see how we have any choice. We gotta turn back now, all right? My daughter's in danger.
Listen, this storm is much stronger than we ever anticipated. We can make a radio call, but that's all we can do. I'm afraid there's nothing
You're not
else.
listening to me, okay? You're not listening. Okay, I'm talking about my child, my daughter. There is a hurricane coming. She's by herself. She's in danger. What don't you get?
Buckle up. Get ready for the eye wall.
Do you want to go home?
No. I mean, kind of. My dad's gonna be back soon, and I could be in trouble. I had fun today, though.
So did I. Let's go to the beach. Let's get an ice cream cone or something. I mean, it's on the way home.
Okay.
She's a trained meteorologist, sir. One of our best. She wouldn't be raising these concerns over nothing.
And at the moment, she is giving us nothing but speculation, Eli. Given our circumstances, I need more than that to act.
You heard her. They've already lost a crew member.
When did this become a democracy? My orders stand. I've had enough of this debate. I have said what I have to say about Josephine. Understand? Good.
Should I alert the family of the victim?
No, not yet. We need to find out what happened up there and why. And we do not need the press painting us into an NSC screw-up. I just don't have the time or the energy for damage control.
But he is a small child, shouldn't we?
I know. Are we done here, Eli?
Yes, sir.
Scared? Just want to make it back to my family. Just remember, you were trained for this.
What do you feel?
I should have called out.
That's what you think. How do you feel? You've told me that you've experienced feelings of shock, isolation, particularly in your recurring dream. And you've also told me that you've experienced feelings of anger. Is that right? Why do you risk your life chasing hurricanes, Leah?
I care about what we're doing to the world. I want people to realize that what we think and what we do has an effect. If we can change that.
What we think as individuals does have an effect not only on our own lives, but on the world as a whole.
Yes, and if we can change what we think, then maybe we can change
the weather,
so to speak.
And hurricanes?
Well, we can save people's lives.
Do you feel guilty?
Why would I feel guilty?
Because you survived.
Leah, buckle up. We're breaking through the wall right now. All goes well, we'll fall into the eye.
What was that?
We're losing it. We're too low.
How low?
Thank you, good.
How low?
1,100 feet.
You gotta get us higher.
It's pulling us down.
What's happening? Are we through? Is that it? No what?
Henry?
I know.
Please just tell me what's going on.
Falling into the eyeball.
What do we do?
There's nothing we can do. We just have to fall until we level out.
What? Or what?
The ocean! The ocean, Henry! I see the ocean! We made it. We're in the eye. Henry, you know if we hit the storm wall at this altitude, it'll kill us. We have to stay in the eye until something opens up.
I'll circle as long as I can.
How long will that take?
Until we find a safe opening or run out of fuel.
Oh. No, I can't do this right now.
There's not enough amniotic fluid. The baby's in distress. Doctor's gonna have to induce.
Ben,
Don't worry about Ben. He's gonna be a daddy.
Hey, Kaplan, come look at this. Is that what I think it is?
The NSC, that is not a level 2 hurricane.
Leah, wait. Look, I'm sorry about before. Okay, whatever I said, I didn't mean to hurt you. It's just that I'm worried if this thing hits, I should be there with my daughter. Any parent would feel the same way. Okay?
I am breaking in all the silence. This heaviness, I stare from the shadows into myself.
I'm telling you, you are evacuating the wrong city.
You're wrong, Kaplan. Ike is right on course.
Are you looking at your image?
The eye is opening up.
The air is cooling. Ike might not even make it to land.
By comparison,
Josephine is still smaller.
Yes.
No more than a level 2.
Are you looking at the data that I sent you? Did you receive it?
I have.
Director.
I've been up to my eyeballs with the evacuation.
All right, then let me give you a verbal. We have just passed through the wall. We are inside the eye. Now, we've watched the eddies and we've tracked them as they passed under the clouds and into the eye. As you know, the winds are
Strongest in the eye wall. The eye is wider, the winds decrease. The eye is smaller, the winds increase.
Now compare Josephine's eye to Ike's.
Let me repeat. I can't
Evacuate 2 cities, especially if the first one was
with a false alarm, which I'm not entirely convinced it is.
I am not going to be made to be a fool.
If I had recommended an evacuation of Corpus Christi, would you have done it? Is it just me you don't
believe, or is it the data?
This has nothing to do with you, Miss Kaplan, which you might find
hard to believe. Do you know what it takes to evacuate a city?
The money, the logistics, the human trauma. I need to be certain.
Which is why
I'm recommending an evacuation. I am inside of the eye. I am looking at it, up close and personal.
So you're telling me you made it through the eye wall of a level 5 hurricane at 1,100 feet?
Yes.
That's all the proof I need. Safe journey home, Miss Kaplan.
Director, wait. Everything she says is bang on. You know it. We can see it.
Let's not forget who's calling this in.
What's that supposed to mean?
Leah Kaplan. You know what happened to her family.
That's not fair.
But it's the truth. If we acted every time she asked us to, we'd have breaking alerts every time the wind blows.
I meant it when I said I was sorry.
Sucks when you can't protect the ones you love. Makes you feel completely helpless. Like you're a total failure.
What happened?
A long time ago, I was just a little girl.
Wait. Did you just say you were once a little girl?
Believe it or not, Mr. Stewart, I was once a little girl.
Leah, would you please just call me Ryan?
My parents died in Hurricane Edna.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It was a long time ago. I was just a kid. It makes you feel completely useless. Just nothing you can do, kind of like now.
What do you mean?
What I mean, Steve is dead. The NSC won't evacuate. We're stuck in the middle of this thing. There's nothing I can do. Nobody will listen to me.
No, hold on a second. Leah, this wasn't your fault. All right, your family wasn't your fault. Hey, look at me. I need to know that you can get me home to my daughter. Can you do that?
I'll beat you.
No, you won't.
Sir, you should know that there's a reporter on board that flight.
A reporter? Who authorized that?
I did, sir. If her predictions are accurate and we sit on this, we will create the very situation that you're afraid of.
I will not be pressured by a knee-jerk reaction.
We should tread carefully on this, sir, considering the circumstances. Let me know if you change your mind.
We need to find that vortex in the eye wall. I'll take it up to 2,700 feet. Then we'll try and find our way out of here.
Roger that.
What's wrong?
I screwed up.
In what way?
Every way.
How?
I should have made sure that Steve was okay before we left.
Steve had a heart attack. How the hell are you supposed to predict that?
Check with his doctors. It was my call to go in at 1,500 feet.
Look, Thea, Steve could have had a heart attack getting off this plane, or driving his car home, or running on the treadmill. I mean...
But he didn't.
Look, you want to feel guilty for today, or for your family, you go ahead. Knock yourself out. Okay, how about Myanmar, huh? How about Katrina? How about all the hurricanes yet to come, or the thousands of people who are going to lose their lives? You want to carry that around, too? You are unbelievable. You know what I just realized about you? You don't do this for the cause. You do this because you feel you deserve the pain. What? You know what, Leah? You say that you know what it feels like to be helpless. Well, here's your chance, okay? Don't you stop fighting, because everyone on this plane is relying on you to get home. Don't you quit on us.
Leah, how are we coming with that vortex?
What do lilies mean to you, Leah?
Funerals.
Your parents' funeral? Lilies can be associated with death. It seems to me that you have two divided selves. There's a part of you that feels safe, and there's a part of you that doesn't. A part of you that's drawn to things that are frightening. You risk your life. You face death. in order to feel safe.
What?
That's an inherent contradiction.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Henry, let's take it down to 1,500.
I think you do, Leah. I think you know exactly what I'm saying.
Leah, sit back down.
I put my life at risk so that I can learn why these disasters are happening, so that I can find out why thousands of people are having to be killed.
Come on, Steve.
I don't understand what's so strange about that.
But you enjoy it.
I don't enjoy it. Why don't you just say what you mean instead of sitting there and judging me at $200 an hour?
Every time you hunt a hurricane, you recreate the past. You recreate the night that your parents died. You're looking for something, Leah. We call that looking into the abyss.
Looking at your image?
You make the choice, Leah. No one else.
I am inside of the eye. I am looking.
You put yourself there, in that place. That place that is dangerous because that is the only place where you feel safe. To change that is what is frightening. But remember, when you look into the abyss looks back into your very soul. And on the other side of every fear lies freedom. Don't you want to be free?
Director McCaffrey, I've got an update.
Give me some good news here.
Sorry, sir, it's Josephine.
Is it going to hit?
All the readings, all the data Leah's given us indicate it's going to hit Jacksonville Beach, then Jacksonville within hours.
Get me Kaplan.
We need to find a vortex, and this is what gives us that information, right? No, look, you show me how to do this, I can do it.
option?
It's the only one.
All right. Take your left.
You got a buckle?
Yeah, I got it.
Come on, you can do it. Push.
Ready? Here we go!
Stay kid.
Engine 2 is on fire! Shut off the main fuel line! Hold on, we're going into a stall. Turn on the internal fire extinguisher. Roger. It's not out! Pull back! Pull back! The ray must have put out the fire! Oh, thank God. The G-meter shows we took 5.5 Gs up and 3.5 Gs down. I don't think we can take another hit through the wall. That many Gs and we could have taken some serious structural damage.
Are there any reconnaissance planes in the air? They can look at the outside.
No, they all went to Ike.
Then we gotta take her up and find a spot with a minimum amount of turbulence so that this baby can stay in one piece.
We gotta find the vortex. Stay in the northeast.
What are the coordinates?
When you look into the abyss looks back into your very soul. And on the other side of every fear lies freedom. Don't you want to be free?
Please, Leah! You have to try! listen to me, okay? I need to get your arm out of your jumpsuit to get a better look, okay? Stay with me. Stay with me. Okay. I got it. All right, I got it. Okay, I got you. Okay. All right, Leah. Look at me, all right? Look at me. Everything that happened before, just forget it. Okay? It all starts in this moment. It all starts right. I got you. That hurts, huh? I need a guarantee, Kaplan.
You've got my word. Plus 20 years of experience.
I need facts. I need data.
I've given you all the data. You have everything.
I'm not going to create another false alarm.
It's going to be something worse than a false alarm, Director. It's going to be the biggest mistake you've ever made in your life.
Sir.
Listen, I'm with Kaplan. Give me a sec.
I think she'll want to hear this, too. Senator Maddox just called us from his cabin in Jacksonville Beach. He wants to know why we haven't put out a notice yet on Josephine.
What do you mean?
The waves that smashed his dock to pieces are flooding his property. Senator Maddox says if this thing hits and there's an evacuation notice put out, it's your head.
Director, I think that's all the proof you're ever going to need. You're not going to do it for me? Do it for yourself.
Eli, do it.
And one more thing. Get a squad car over to Stewart's house. Pick up his daughter and bring her to the airport.
Eli. If they're in a level 5, they're not gonna make it.
We've got our vortex, and I'm gonna get you back to the daughter.
Thank you.
No. Thank you.
The National Storm Center has issued an evacuation order for Jacksonville Beach and the surrounding area. There's been a run on plywood and bottled water as residents rush to board their homes and businesses before evacuation. Hurricane forecasters have predicted the season to be above average in both the number and intensity of tropical storms. It is unusual for storms to form so early in the season, as it is an indication of heightened storm activity. The National Storm Center has designated Hurricane Josephine as a Category 5, with winds expected to reach upwards of 170 miles per hour. Meteorologists were surprised how rapidly the storm grew in its intensity, citing warm ocean currents as a major contributing factor.
Ben, can you hold the plane? Henry, let me help you.
I can't see.
I know. Come on, help me. Let me help you. Okay, I got you. Come on. Sit down. Get on his eyes.
Careful with your eye. There you go.
There.
All right.
Ben, you take us out on your own.
Okay.
Ben! Ben! Can you land the plane?
You bet. It's gonna take 2 of us to get out of here.
Well, don't look at me. I don't know how to fly a plane. You do it.
My shoulder's dislocated. What's wrong?
Ryan, get in the pilot's seat. I'll tell you what to do. Leah, just keep looking out for vortexes.
Roger.
Look, I tell you, I don't know how to fly a plane, okay?
You are not flying the plane. I'm flying it. You're just gonna be in my hands.
Ryan, you can do this. You can do it. Okay, buckle in. Come on. Here it is. Just keep us heading northeast.
Northeast!
Just keep doing what you're doing.
Come in, NOA 42, come in.
Leah. It's Eli.
Go ahead, Eli.
Put out the evacuation notice, Kaplan. Jacksonville and all surrounding areas have been notified.
Great job, Eli.
There's just one thing. We have been able to locate Mrs. Stewart's daughter.
I don't understand. Where is she?
Oh, we spoke to the nanny. The daughter left early this morning, hasn't been seen yet. We don't know where she is.
Okay. Just let me know when you have an update. Thanks, Eli.
What's wrong? No, Leah, tell me what's wrong.
Grab the stick, Stewart. Pull back as hard as you can.
I don't understand.
What do you mean?
Ben, where's the navigation reading?
We lost it when we spiked.
Oh, God. We're heading back into the eye.
What?
We're heading back into Josephine and clipped us.
Stewart! Hard right! Give it some throttle! Lots of throttle!
There it is! That's our spot!
Okay, Leah! Stewart's gonna pull this thing even more hard right. What I want you to do is watch the console, make sure all the gauges are level. They'll be lit up orange.
Ryan, crank the aileron and to turn to the right. It's the green wheel.
All right.
There!
It's Garrick Beach.
We made it! I don't know if we have enough fuel.
Come on, we have to have enough.
Stewart, hold back and push the reserve button on the top of the roof on your left hand. That'll give us a bit more time.
This one?
Yeah.
Jacksonville ATC, this is Leah Kaplan of Work Flight 263. Ben?
Status critical. One engine compromised and we have structural damage. Request emergency response on the tarmac.
Ben, can you do this?
Hold on. This is gonna be rough.
I'll never sneak out again, I promise. What's going on?
Pull back, Ryan! Hold on! We're gonna keep the nose up! Pull back, Ryan! Pull back, Ben!
Maybe if your writing gig doesn't work out, you can look into an aviation career.
Congratulations, sir.
Congratulations.
Right here.
Where is she?
Okay, almost there.
You got him?
Good. Yeah, I got him. I got him.
I'm with you, sir. Right here.
All right, one more. Here we go. Here we go.
Over here.
Medics! Medics! There you go.
Thank you.
I got her. Have they been able to find her?
I haven't heard anything, sir.
Dad?
Sarah! Sarah! Oh! Don't you ever do that to me again.
Don't you ever do that to me again.
I don't mean to break this up, but we have to get you guys out of here. Everybody to the cars, now. Ladies, we have to go now.
This way?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Mr. Stewart,
Hey,
need these?
I don't think I do.
Did you get your story?
I did.